Hi, I'm Jenny Brown.
And I'm Young Nguyen.
And we're from?
The Property Investing Formula.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us today. And today's tip we're going to be talking about is how to bring more abundance into your life. And you might think that there's heaps of formulas and strategies, but today is very, very specific, and Jenny's going to share that with you.
Yeah, look, there's so much on this topic, and we need to keep this short. So what I'm going to say to you is, when you study successful people and study people who aren't successful, the one thing that really, really stands out, and this is my tip for you if you want to be successful, really listen to this. It's got nothing to do with property investing or anything like that. It's purely to do with who you are and the way you live your life, and it's all about giving.
Yes.
You need to be giving. And like I said, this is a huge topic, and I'm happy to discuss it with you sometime. But let's start with the basics, and the basics are that you need to start being very deliberate about your giving. And that means that you give from whatever comes in, and it's the first thing that you do. You don't wait until you see, if you've paid all your bills and if you've got enough money. Whenever I've done that in my life, I've found that I've really got not enough money, that I've, not got enough to pay my bills and all the rest of it. But when I give from what comes in, the first part of it, there's always enough left over to pay the bills. It doesn't mathematically make sense sometimes, and I've just given up trying to work out how to make it make sense. But you just give,
And when you say to give, do you want to clarify that? Is it giving to charity? Who do you give to? What do you give?
Well, I personally believe that you should take care. Oh, that was the dog and the cat having
We're on the
a little
farm,
altercation.
by the way.
They weren't being very nice in giving to each other, those two. But with the giving, I think you should start with giving to need. And to me, the needs are things like people, particularly children who can't really take care of themselves, and my other passion is helping women. So that's where I start always, is about meeting the needs of people. But if you look around you, people have needs all over the place. I often pay for groceries in a supermarket. If someone's a bit short on change or they can't pay for all their groceries, I'm happy to fix that up. I like to, give the service station attendant a little bit of extra money and say, take this off someone's bill who you think needs it. Sometimes you'll see a homeless person just to help them out. But, then you've got the bigger things like charities and things like that. There's always needs with that. And the other thing I really personally like to address is needs where a lot of people don't actually go. Lots of people support charities like for the Cancer Foundation and Heart because they've been affected by those things. But what about people that you don't know that aren't affected? Like, for example, the children in the child sex trade.
Yes.
Who stands up for them and supports them? So I like to support the underdog, I guess, is where I like to give. But it's really up to you. Find something you're passionate about and go for it.
Yeah, and giving is one of those things that may not become... So it may not come naturally to you because you might be short of money, but you know what? To get, you got to give. To get, you got to give. And the more you give, I found in my life, especially when the times are tough financially, is through the GFC, you want to stop giving because you're short of cash or your equity is starting to run out, but you got to give, and it's a flow. It's like breathing in and breathing out. You can't just keep breathing in or you can't just breathing out. It's a flow effect, and the more you give, the more you're going to get. So
yeah, and it's kind of like your hand. I use this example a lot. If your fist is closed up and you're not giving out anything, what can come back into that fist?
Yeah.
But if you open your hand and you let money or time or whatever it is, and that's the thing, you don't have to just give money. It's about giving time or friendship or relationships. There's so many things you can give that really enhance everybody's life. If you let that flow out of your hand, it can flow back into your hand. So open up your hands, be generous to people, and I'll guarantee you that if you give from the right attitude, that it will just change your life completely.
Absolutely. So thanks for joining us on this series of videos. This has been Young Nguyen.
Jenny Brown.
We're from the
Property Investing Formula.
And
go be generous to somebody.
Absolutely. Catch you later.
Bye.